How does social media affect our interactions in today's society? Have you ever found yourself, as you entered into a room or as you're with a group of friends or even your own family, that you found that everyone was on their phones? And maybe you were a victim of this. Maybe that you were also on your phone, texting, messaging, or most importantly, scrolling through Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. How many countless hours do you think you spend on social media and forget the people that are around you? You've probably been in that situation. You've probably been where no one has talked to each other, or you see someone texting someone across the table or the room and they won't talk to each other. I think ultimately face-to-face communication is diminishing, and that is the most important communication that we can have. It's communication where we can see body expression, emotions, feelings, more understanding, a way that we don't see when we're hiding behind the screen. Now, don't get me wrong, there's also great things about social media. I serve my mission in Atlanta, Georgia, and I have many friends that I stay connected to through Facebook to see how they're doing, to see what they're struggling with, to see what they're posting, and how I can reach out to them even though I do not live in Georgia anymore. Even also those people that have a hard time communicating with people, that they can sit around behind a screen and be able to express their feelings, to feel comfortable, to feel confident. And above all, as I see my friends, as they direct message their dream girl in their life to start to communicate with her. But despite my opinion on social media as a positive, I definitely believe that face-to-face interaction must continue to be our main source of communication. According to Forbes magazine, only 7% of communication is based on the verbal word. That means that over 90% of communication, let me repeat that, 90% of communication is based on nonverbal cues, such as body language, eye contact, and a tone of voice. Now I'm going to give you 3 reasons why social media has a negative effect on face-to-face communication and why it's affecting our society and what we can do better and the benefits of talking face-to-face. Now my reason 1 is when someone is going to rob a bank, when they're about to do something out of the usual, they do something very important. They usually put a mask on, or when they're about to go to war, they hide themselves with paint and different things. I believe this is hiding their identity. We can see this on social media too, with cyberbullying. When people hide behind the screen and they do things usually they won't do or say. Now because of the protection of, they won't know who I am or the fake account, they will send comments, remarks that will bring people down and eventually cause people to be depressed, have an anxiety, and look at themselves as not being worthy. Reason 2, and this is a reason that I absolutely love. In a recent general conference talk given by Elder Stevens, a solar eclipse, he portrayed this scene as this Instagram picture depicting these muffins that looked great and everything happening. And then he blew up the picture, the bigger picture of everything, and we saw moms chasing kids, flour, this huge mess of everything. Now social media, what it intends to do is just show this beautified picture of things as they really aren't. So it gives us the feeling of self-doubt, of we're not who we should be. It's depicting of something that we can't be. It's actually giving the perfect possible situation. And we all know that we all come short of being perfect. Now my third reason, and the one that was stated before, is the lack of communication. Now we'll all be in some instance in a job interview where we're going to have to go face to face and to talk to someone. But above all, and I believe what is most important, is being able to connect with someone through, as I said before, their body language, eye contact, how they listen, the empathy they have, the feelings, the emotions that you get. As we learned in this wonderful class, that it's important to have expressions, to talk about something that you're passionate about, that someone has to see, that they grasp, that they can connect with hand gestures, with different things, showing that you're excited. And social media takes away from that. You cannot fully express yourself and understand someone else behind a screen or behind emojis or a remote. Now, these are only 3 reasons that I believe that social media has a negative effect on face-to-face communication. Now, in closing, I just want to talk about a benefit from all 3 of those reasons that I gave. And I believe that benefit and the reason why we should talk face-to-face more is not only to find our true identity, but to give us confidence, to be able to see the people that we love succeed around us. We know that Monson says the most important things usually involved in our life are the people that are around us. And I believe that sometimes it's hard to live in the moment when we're trying to find something to do that we can't have control of. But I know that as we talk face to face and we put down our phones more, that we'll find more joy in the present, in the now.